record button. These are supposed to record automatically. At any rate, we are recording now, so this will be available on YouTube later on. So yeah, everybody's account is going to be different than everybody else's. There's no two accounts that are the same. And knowing that, you know, I've had negative days, I've had positive days, but all in all, my September profits, gross profits, not cashback commissions, but gross profits were in the 50% range. So going from that, I'm going to stick with this for a few more months, years, decades. No, that is 100% from the robot, Sarah. If I add that in, I don't even know what the what the profits are adding that in. So far this month, I've withdrawn over $4,700 because of referrals and commissions on the PRTN side. So you know, where you can watch the video from the other day, from Saturday, and watch the withdrawal, and the proof of receipt from into my Bitcoin wallet is on the Telegram group, Stone Age Bounty. So that was $2,722 if I recollect correctly. And then $650 before that, $760 before that. I don't know what next week is going to be. All depends on, you know, everybody in the team's levels and positions that they're at, the percentages that they're collecting. The other videos are on my YouTube website. I will just give me a second here, and I'll put up the link to it in the chat section there for you, Sarah. And we come over to the chat. Everyone, there we go. Subscribe and like, ring the bell. Not that I'm trying to monetize anything. It's just better for the algorithm. The videos that are on there help AI marketing as a whole. So even if you're not a member of Stone Age Bounty, which everybody here is, I know that. But I know people that aren't, that are using these videos and other sites that we offer as well, because they just work so well. So that's the YouTube channel that you can get all those videos. You can watch every video on there if you'd like, but all of the AI marketing are in the AI marketing playlist. There's a few on there that are entertaining, places I've been and sales I've done and that sort of thing. I intend on putting more up there as the time goes through and I get sailing again. I'll be videoing that, putting them up just for everybody's enjoyment, not because of any other purpose, but because people like to see it, and it's encouragement for you guys. You know, yeah, sailing is my passion, but because I'm following my passion, all that is an indication that you can follow your passion through this as well, you know. And all it takes is time. If you don't want to do any referring, all it takes is time. And if you do refer, it's going to take a little bit of work, but less time to get to a place where I'm at right now. My daily commissions are in the $500–600 range, averaging I think about $625 right now. That's commissions, so a third of that being profit. A little bit more based on last month, average at 50%. But I always work in the low ball schemes, and that way it just builds faster. That's $200 a day in my pocket coming in now, and those will start to drop into my cashback wallet on average about a month from now, maybe 35–40 days. So at this point in time, I am seeing an average of $150–160 drop into my cashback wallet from pending with a $24,000 ad budget. Let's just go through the short summary of the meeting yesterday. This was held at last night, 1800 hours Moscow time or something like that, with the leaders of they call the leaders of the AI marketing team throughout the world. Anybody VIP director or more are eligible to attend, depending on how many people there are already attending in that particular team, because so they want to keep it down to as little as I guess they can. But you may be a VIP agent, qualify, and not be let into the meetings. Okay, so at any rate, those that are in the meetings prepare these for us. And first thing was support's getting a lot of unnecessary requests, stating that they're on average get about 120,000 Telegram messages a day, and most of them don't need to be made. They're I guess what you would call frivolous. Not too many people really think there's anything as frivolity, but there are times that support doesn't need to be contacted. Your upline should be able to get you through everything, and if they can't, they're upline, and if they can't, they're upline, if they can't, me, right? And I will do whatever I can to solve the issue as far as what it means and how to proceed. If I can't, then I'll go to Julie, but she'll probably say the same thing, and then maybe support ticket will be encouraged. But they are going to be changing that from the Telegram to the support ticket system, which will work a lot better and really, really help the speed of getting back and the accomplishments and everything that of the people that are asking questions. Always ask your leaders before you go to support. That's always your first line of attack, let's say. We got a challenge, you have to attack it, right? Go get it. 2FA. Yeah, the 2FA is activated now on the withdraw pages, both on PRTN and on the AI marketing side. I recommend everybody go and set up their 2FA. All right, using Google Authenticator or Authy, either one, follow the protocol, save what you need to save, put it in a safe place where it's not going to fade, not going to, for Google Authenticator, especially, save that key and that QR code, because if you lose your device that Google Authenticator is on, it's gone. You cannot re-enter without a major support ticket and 2, maybe 3 weeks worth of time to fix it to get back into your account. So do set up the 2FA. It's available on the AI or the INB network side under settings. You just turn it on. They'll give you a code, and then you enter that code either into Authy or into Google Authenticator, press play, and then copy the code first before you press play. Copy the code first, print it out, laminate it so it doesn't fade, engrave the private key into copper so it's not going anywhere. Okay, very, very important, and that's for your security. A few accounts have been hacked without 2FA, and more than likely they've been going to the sister. I know, cancel that. Not sister sites, clone sites, and which are gathering people's login information and going and draining their account. If 2FA's on your account, that can't happen. Okay. Support. Unused balances more than $10 have gone into play into your advertising budget, or should be within the next few days if they haven't yet. That includes $50 gift certificates that were held back from the old campaign. They'll be added to the ad balance. If you've already paid the $50, you don't have to pay it again. Okay, so don't be surprised if your ad balance has a little bit more in it than you thought it should have. That's probably why there was something outstanding in your unspent balance from the previous campaign. If you're new, this doesn't apply to you. Okay, so you don't have any of that to worry about. Most of this doesn't apply to you. I don't think really any of it does. Now, for balances not less than $10, they're working on that to get those back in. Which, you know, there's a lot of dust. Anything under $10 is dust. There's a lot of dust hanging around in a lot of accounts. So they're getting to that after they get to the $10 and more finished. They'll get to that. It irks me because one of the accounts I manage has $9.99 in the unspent balance fund. So I have to wait for a penny. It's okay. It's dust. It's okay. So they're working on it. Everything is all going good with that. Solving the process of unprocessed withdrawals that have not been refunded to the accounts. There are some accounts that they made a withdrawal and then the issues hit, and that withdrawal was hanging in limbo for a little bit. Those are being taken care of. Their blocking situation, according to the questions and the answers and such, yes, it's very complex. The Russian government is asking them for goodwill bank account openings and deposits so that they can be sure that they're all safe and up and are what they say they are. They don't want to do that, because if they do that and then that money's frozen, then they're back to having to deal with more. So they're fighting back and forth right now. It's quite a complex issue. I am sure that in the future it will be resolved. When that future will be, I don't know. So continue with the Protect Fund, grab everything you can out of there, and more than likely, you're going to gather it from there before the Russians release it. I hope that's not the case, but it's looking to be more complex than was thought to be in the first place. To avoid the overloading support, I was mentioned that earlier. They're moving to a better support service. It will more than likely be a third-party ticket system to handle support. In my opinion, all right. I think that's awesome. I think it's a good thing that they're doing that. It will free up staff over at the office to get other things done and put their priorities where they need to be, and let a third-party ticket system work on the support tickets to come in. That will result in a faster and more thorough support system. I think it's going to be absolutely money. Perfect Money is reactivated. They're all ready to go. I've heard of people having success depositing through Perfect Money. So yeah, that's an absolute wonderful thing again. So those countries that can use the Perfect Money, which are every country in the world except for North Korea. Well, that's not a surprise. And the United States of America, which, well, knowing the banking rules and such in the United States, that's not really a surprise to me, but it may be to some others. So unfortunately, Perfect Money is not available in the States. Best thing to use there is Coins app, or Cash App. I mean, you can grab your Bitcoin right from your bank account and then send it to AI marketing right from your Cash App wallet. So everything's good with that. And even a CSV or a CVS pharmacy, you can go in there and buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, and they'll show you how to do it. And you walk in, pay them $500, you get $500 worth of Bitcoin into an app on your wallet. You may have to install it there. But then you can send it to wherever you want, to AI marketing after that. So it's not difficult to get involved in this, even without Perfect Money in the United States. Cards are being worked on. They're being worked on. That's their new priority, to get that set up. Okay. AI assistant has returned and they're saying maybe November launch. Yeah, that's exciting. That's going to be a great tool for everybody to use, new and old, to do the mundane tasks for you, the setting up of appointments, contacting all your lists for whatever reason, be it AI marketing or some other business that you do, your granddaughter's wedding or your daughter's or son's graduation, doesn't matter. You're just it will do all those tasks for you. Just set it up, program it in, and then press play, and it goes ahead and does it all. That's going to be a really fantastic tool to use, especially with the promoting of AI marketing in the business side of it, the referral side of it. Cashback Conference 2021. Details as far as who qualifies to go. VIP directors and above, definitely, because Eugene said that in the meeting. Somebody asked, he said, yeah, everybody that's in the meeting here already qualifies, but we'll get back to you as far as who else will qualify the next meeting on the 30th. They want to have it on Christmas. They're taking into consideration that that's not a very good idea. I hope they do, because if they have it on Christmas, I won't be able to attend. I'm hoping that they'll revamp that to mid January to mid February, somewhere around there. That would actually tie in with the timeline of somewhere else I want to be at in that part of the world and over in the Philippines. I'm praying on getting there sometime mid-January, mid-February. They're almost open again, so I'll be heading over there as soon as possible. And if the conference is in the way in Dubai, say January 20th, well, I'll go to the conference and then go to the Philippines from the conference. And that will go over very, very well. I'd like that very much. But if it's on Christmas, which I think is a bad idea, I think he agreed that it was. The CAPTCHA services is causing connection problems. They don't want to remove it. I know it's a pain in the butt, but it's for security, and these guys are nuts about having your account secured. That's why they're saying activate 2FA now. Now, do it now. All right. And yeah, it's an extra step you have to go through in order to log into your account. Banks have done this all the time. And we go, oh, well, okay, it's for our protection. Do it. Just do it. Cashback cards ordered several months ago will be brought up to date on that come the 30th meeting. I'm looking forward to that too, coming into play. Cashback card. These are the pre-order ones, the 500,000 that were pre-ordered a few months ago. They have started working with the suppliers of them. They had to stop for a time while we went through this interruption, but apparently that's back on again. They'll be working on that with an announcement about it next on the 30th. And the making an automatic cashback reinvestment button available. They did not say no. They were asked about it, but did not say no. And another thing on there to show how much is actually spent per day. So it's not difficult for them to do it. Add a field that, this minus this equals that field. It's pretty simple, but not a priority for them. Get these other important things done, and then let's have those things come in. No new cryptocurrencies or tokens are planned for a way to recharge. So there's that. Coinbase works just fine in the US. Yep, you can send to Coinbase. And I would suggest sending from Coinbase to a regular wallet first, and then from a regular wallet to AI marketing, just because Coinbase monitors all of your transactions and reports them to the IRS. Not that you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but they do. And now with this new thing coming out, you guys all have to report everything that's over $600 in earnings. Well, that's what Coinbase is going to do every time $600 rolls through your account. They're going to tell the IRS. So what you want to do is start with Coinbase, sure, but then use something like blockchain.com as your go-to Bitcoin wallet. Don't ever keep any money in an exchange that you aren't exchanging with and earning through trading and that sort of thing. A regular blockchain.com. That's the one I use. I've been using them for almost 11 years now. Never had an issue, never had anything. It's a private wallet. You own the keys to your wallet, so you own your Bitcoin. They have cold wallet storage there. They have hot wallet storage there, various different currencies. And if you want to, you can go the extra mile and do some more verification processes, KYC and that sort of thing. So they have an exchange as well. If you want to do that, all depends on who you want to know about your about your Bitcoin. If you're not in the exchange, you don't have to be verified. It's just another blockchain wallet, Bitcoin wallet. Another one is a desktop client called jax.com or jax.io. That's a really good one. It's a desktop client, so it's not even on your browser. Again, private, you own the keys, and works great on the phone, and you can tie the phone account with your desktop client account. Also another very, very good one. And you can send to AI marketing, send from AI marketing to there, or blockchain. I use them both. Blockchain is the one I use the most. So how is it that we get started with this wonderful business called AI marketing? Well, there's 3 ways to do it. You've signed up, right? You've gone through the procedure of signing up. You've got yourself a INB network account, and you have yourself a blue brain. I can't say it enough. Blue brain AI marketing account. And now all you need to do is top it up. Use the $50 certificate if you choose. Using that certificate is catch 22. Do I inflate or don't I and start to top up fast? Either way, use it or don't, you're going to have to put some money into it in order to start earning any kind of money with this. The gift certificate is a loan, really. They give you $50 to put into your account. It goes in, the robot picks it up and goes, woohoo, and spends it all. And earns you 70, 75, 80, an amount of commissions with that for what it's spent. So you have, if you get back commissions of $75, let's say, okay, which is awesome. You'll have $25 in profit there. You use the other $50, you're going to have to pay it back. And it comes out of that. So it doesn't come out of your pocket. It just comes out of your time. Now you've got that extra $25 in there. But the next thing is you have to build that account up to $100 before you can do anything with it. So you're going to have to add, I recommend at least another $100 over 2-3 weeks if you can, if right away if you can, but maybe spread it out $100 at $25 a week, so that the robot sees that you're topping it up all the time, and then it goes through a little bit of a different algorithm with regard to your account and starts maybe spending a little bit more, so you're earning more profits every day, more commissions every day, which means it'll drop into your cash back faster. But what I've seen with the gift certificate, I've done tests with and without them, a couple of the accounts that I manage. My account was without it. All right, I put in 128 bucks, and on January 28th, I was able to top up with $14. Okay, if you don't use a certificate, your top up is a minimum of $10. With the certificate, it's 100 for only the first one. So on the 28th of January, I added another $14 to my advertising budget through my cashback. And then a few days later, I was able to add another 10 or 12. And then a few days later, I was able to add it. And but the gap between those $10 kept getting shorter and shorter. You know, first one was maybe 7 days. The second one was maybe 6.5 days. You know, as it got shorter and shorter and shorter until it got into I could put $10 a day in. Now, the time that it takes for you to put that $10 in from your cash back if you don't use the certificate, to get $100 into your account with the cash back, compared to the time that it takes to get to the $100, is about the same. So without the certificate, using the cash back whenever it's over $10, like I said, it'll be every 10 days or so and whatnot, you'll be 5-6 weeks out there before you get that $100 and it starts really rocking and rolling. Or you can use the certificate, wait maybe a week longer, maybe 2, okay, and put the $100 in, and then it just starts rocking and rolling again. It's entirely up to the newbies to do that. Anybody that you refer, do let them decide and let them know the conditions of it. There are far too many people out there that take the certificate, and then when it comes to withdraw, how do I get my money out? I can't. It won't let me. It says I have to have $100. They weren't told. Okay, they didn't read. And the terms and conditions are on the cashback page. Terms and conditions of using the card. That's where you get your gift card code to give out to people. Now, the advantage of using it for sponsors is that if you give out your code available on the cashback page to give out as many times as you want, if you give out that code to someone and they use it, you earn 5% on the AI marketing side directly into cashback for every top up they do after the certificate. So use it and earn a little bit more. Don't use it and get to the same place in AI marketing about the same time, maybe a little quicker, but not really that much quicker. With the account, I used the certificate. It took me 5 weeks to pay the certificate back. Okay. And the $100 came about 3 weeks later. And that was $50 certificate and $150 top up. So, like I say, you're going to have to add the money anyway, right? And this is a long-term business anyway, unless you have $10,000 to start with. You know, you plunk 10 grand in, by all means, take out 3 grand a month and put 10 grand a month back in. By all means, go ahead. You know, if that's going to meet your dreams for an income that you want right now. So the coupon certificate, it's a gift certificate the company offers, allows every member to give to people that they refer. Sarah, if you refer your friend Jane, let's say, and she wants to see how it works, you can go into your cashback page on your AI marketing side, collect your code and give it to her. And then she can use that and put $50 into her account to get her started. She'll see that it works, how it works, and that sort of thing. And then she can add more money to top it up so that it will continue to work through the initial 3-4 week pending period. That is inevitable. We're not going to make any money in this business in the first month. We're not. Expect to have spendable money a month down the road, and expect to use that to top up. Again, if you use 10 grand to start off with, yeah, you'll have spendable money. But okay, 1,800, that's great. That's great. That's excellent. So you should be topping up almost on a daily basis now with $10. That's awesome. Or more than $10. You can, I entirely up to you. I recommend it. I do. I have 24,000 in my ad budget, and $600 a day in commissions ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. So it all depends on are you willing to purchase the advertising with it? Sounds like you are, and let it build, or profit on the 600 is around $200. So I'm earning about $200 a day in pure spendable profit. I could take out now and enjoy and have fun with, which I'm taking some out. Yes, I absolutely am. It's not $200 a day because I want my advertising budget. I'll probably level it off around the $100,000 mark. If it does, I mean, you can put 25,000 in, but I don't recommend you do it all at once. Even large ones like that, split them over days, so the robot sees that there's especially at the beginning, the robot sees that there's top ups happening every day. Best way for you to handle your robot is to do a top up every day. 25,000 is too much for a single deposit anyway, or purchase anyway. The recommendation, you can, but it's going to confuse the heck out of the robot because it's programmed to handle advertising campaigns to a maximum of $10,000 each. So you put in up to $10,000, the robot looks at that, does an advertising campaign, and you can put another 10,000 in. And yeah, $1,000 a day is a great way to do it. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And the robot sees that, goes after it, and then you'll end up spending more and earning more on a daily basis. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely perfect. Who's your sponsor, Sarah? Fez, but you still don't understand. Oh, the coupon. Okay. Obviously, you didn't use one, nor did you have a need, or that sort of thing. On your AI marketing back office, let me bring up my back office, and I'll just show you exactly everything all about it. And let's AI marketing. I wonder if that's still. I'll have to log in here. Sign in. Oh, it's supposed to go to login. All right, I'm gonna have to go through the CAPTCHA stuff again and always. We need to laugh about this because it is a security feature. Oh, good. Sign in. Boy, yeah, internet's slow today. Here we go. Sign in. Super, super, super important for anybody new. Closing some applications, so I don't need the picture of it. Oh, I don't need Telegram right now either. Okay. Sorry. Use the brain. Do not sign into AI marketing with anything but this icon. I cannot stress that enough. Why? Is it because it opens up the INB.network side, so you can earn more commissions when you refer. Okay. And if you don't want to refer, that's cool, but you'll still have the option rather than having to open another account as a referral account. And it will just help build your original account or other accounts that you may choose to open. So you sign in with the brain. And we'll look at the INB. This is where it ties into the INB side. This is a sign into AI marketing. Give it a minute. Boy. There we are. This is my personal one. Boats, boats, and boats. Keep putting these boats in on trailers and whatnot. I like seeing big ones on there. I'm actually looking right now at getting a second boat for the north. Keep Stone Age down here. And my confirm on Authy, I use Authy. Always use Authy. I just like it better. Because it goes from one, you can have it on your phone and on your computer. And if your phone goes dead, you've got it on your computer. If your computer goes dead, you've got it on your phone. You can still get into your account without having to worry about where did I put those codes. If you kept the codes, because if you're using Google Authenticator, every code that you get from that Google Authenticator for every program you're using it with, you better have a hard copy of the code that they gave you. Otherwise, you may not ever get into that account again if your device decides to go sour. Because you need that code to get back into it. Okay, certificate is on here, cashback. This gift certificate right here. What you do is you copy this number here. You can highlight and copy it, or just press this here and it'll copy it onto that. If someone wants to use that certificate, you refer someone, somebody signs up under you in AI marketing. Oh yeah, I hear about the certificate. I want to use that certificate. Okay, you tell them about it and you offer this code. And when they top up for the first time, you come to the top up page here and you click on this. This is a drop down menu, people. This $50 US minimum means for Visa. There's a whole bunch of other ones on here too. The gift card, use gift certificate would be right here. You click on that and then it will come up with a field to put the 4 or 16 digits in, enter the 16 digits and press pay. That $50 will head up to your ad balance. And then the robot will pick it up and start advertising with it. And you'll earn commissions from it, or they will earn commissions from it. Again, on average, $75, $75 is what they'll earn. All right. Let me just go back to the cashback page here. The terms and conditions of the gift certificate are written right here. All right. For everybody that you give your certificate to, you will earn a 5% cashback from their top-ups directly into your cashback wallet, for you to spend now. If it were $10, you could withdraw it. If it's $10, you can put it back into your advertising campaign. Okay, you can top up with it. All right, so that's a real benefit for the sponsor to hand it out. It gives the new person the ability to see it, and it offers the 5% cash back to the sponsor. And it also gives the extra profits to the new person. All right. But you are agreeing to terms and conditions. All right. 5% for every successful advertising campaign funding. That's the 5% cashback campaign. You will get 5% of everything they put in from AI marketing, not from them, but from AI marketing. Okay. Only one per account, and it has to be the first thing that you use to top up. It has to be a new advertising campaign. And it's good until they say it's not anymore. You have to have a valid you have to be registered in AI marketing to use it, of course. Customer activating agrees that his first withdrawal will be limited to the amount no less than $100 US. Okay. And number 11, oh, the customer, number 10 here, customer cannot activate his own gift certificate to his account. There's two ways that can be interpreted. Number one way is you can't take your gift certificate number and add it as your first top up for your own account. It has to be your referrals. That's one way to interpret it. Another way to interpret it, because we're allowed to have several different accounts, and this one is speculation. The first one actually is to the letter sort of thing. But the second one is speculation. And I know people that have done it haven't been bothered, so probably I don't need to mention it anymore. But if you open an account for yourself, again, you can sponsor yourself as many times as you like. You can have as many accounts as you want to. But if it's a personal account for yourself, not for you know, you're not managing it for your mom or your kids or what is that? Not-for-profit society. I have a few accounts that I do for that really help them out. If it's for personal reasons, then you shouldn't be using your own certificate. But like I say, I know people that have, and they haven't gotten in any trouble with it. I think the previous applies in that you can't take that 16-digit code and pop it into that very same account and expect it to happen, because it has to come from your sponsor. The $50 value also has to be repaid, and that gets repaid out of your cash back as it comes in. It'll, as everybody knows, it goes to pending first, and then it drops into your cash back probably three to 4 weeks into the first month of your campaign, right? Then when it gets to $50, you go to top up or transfer and you pay it back. Okay. I didn't use the certificate on here, so there's no point in me showing my transfer history, because there isn't the US Tether transfer on here for $50. But there's this will be pink and there's a button, give it back. It'll take the $50 out of your cash back. And then your next step is to get your cash back up to $100 before you can do anything else with it. Okay. And that's why I say is there's a toss up. If you don't use it, your first top up is $10, but $10 your first time, and then maybe 7 or 8 days later, another $10, 7 days later, another $10, and so on down the line. So it may take a little bit longer for you to get to the $100 mark, so to speak, than it would just waiting for the robot to go. Either way, I recommend that the new person put in at least 125 bucks, at least, using the certificate or not. And the reason for that is because of this pending time here. As you all know, the pending time is anywhere from 19, I've seen as low as 60, but all the way as high as 83 days. I may have even seen 1 or 2 that are higher than that, but there's not very many. But on average, it's 30, 35, 40 days. On average, some will be 19, some will be 60, some will be 80, some will be 32, some will be 22. So what that purchase does is it allows the robot to work through that initial pending time, because like I said, we're not going to make any money our first month in AI marketing, right? All that money, well, we'll earn commissions, but nothing spendable. All that money from the sales that you make the first 3 to 4 weeks will be in pending. And then if you have a 19-day confirmation, that 19-day comes up. So on the 19th day, that commission will be put into your cash back. If you have one that's 22 days, the 22nd day, that'll be put into your cash back. So it drops in here slowly, but it won't drop anything for the first 3 to 4 weeks, just into your pending wallet. The reason for the 125 plus is so that the robot continues to work all the way through that, so that every day there's a little bit of pending going into your commission pending wallet, so that after your first pending to cash back commissions are dropped in, then it might be not the next day, but the day after, some more will be dropped in, and then more, and then more, and then this will become a daily occurrence, and your robot will never ever have stopped working. So there are never ever going to be any lag times. If your robot stops working, then you don't make any sales, so you lose out on today's commission, and then you lose out on another. If you top up and the robot if you top up with the robot off, then it goes to your ads balance. It'd be another 2 to 3 days before it picks up and goes to work again. Okay, so it's a good idea to keep the robot working always, 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 always. And using the gift certificate, well, that adds that extra 25 bucks in there, so that it maybe you could get away with 100, but I still suggest at least 125, even if you do use the certificate. That worked for me. All right, and it was tight. It was tight. I was almost out of ad budget when I got that $14 to put in. I was almost out of ad budget. So I think there was maybe $6 or $7 left in it when that happened. So getting back to the certificate, that's really basically all there is to know about it. Is when you give it out, you get $5 on every 100 that anybody spends on advertising, and they get the benefit of the profits and the knowledge to see how it works. Everything. A lot of people want to do that. Do I recommend it? I recommend that you leave that up to the individual coming in. Did that help with the coupon thing? Used to be a system architect. Okay, great. I noticed that when you add money to your account, it takes a really long time initially for your robot to start working. Once it's working, does it easily continue, or is there always a delay? It just makes me wonder how often I have to be topping up. There's always a delay. What happens is the ad purchase goes into the ad balance above the card here. You can see I have $558 in there right now. And then the robot sees it there and starts that particular campaign. Every time you do a top up, a robot gets switched on and starts a new campaign for that money. Looks at your other ones and that does whatever it does, the beeply boops and everything that does inside and all through all the electronic thingamajiggies and whatnot. So every top up is a new campaign. So it sets that up. And then once it's set that campaign up, it brings it over to your advertising budget and then carries on with it. Well, it's one robot with multiple tasks. A robot is really just a software program. We call them robots because it sounds cool. But it's just a software program that they have. It's attached to everybody's account, and they pick up one and go and put it in play. Then they pick up another and go and put it in play. And that's with every top up that you do, is they pick it up and put it in play, and pick it up and put it in play. Each one being a separate advertising block, let's say. So that's no. Well, you are the person behind your account. So yeah, I guess there is. It would be you. You're the person setting those campaigns up, because you're putting the money into the ads balance. And then once it's in here, there's nothing you can do. If it takes 2 days, great. If it takes 48 hours is 2 days. If it takes 1 day, great. If it takes 15 minutes, great. If it takes 3 days, 5 days, whatever the robot needs to do whatever it does. And some are quicker, some are less, just patience from it, from to get it from here to there. Things don't start, the clock doesn't start ticking though. For instance, for your ad budget to be spent, it doesn't start ticking until this goes into your ad budget. So your first day of that's in your ad budget, you're going to notice a day of 0 sales. Nope. Well, you're more than likely not going to get any sales on your first day, because they tend to lag a day or so behind the days, the times that the ads are placed, because it takes a bit of time for that ad, those keywords, however they do the algorithm to set the ads up for targeting them to take traction. So you'll start seeing sales your second day, and then the third, fourth, fifth, and you'll see more and more sales every day as your advertising budget builds. I can tell you how many sales I get a day just looking at my stats page here. My sales for today, it is, I have to look at my sales page, not my stats page. All right, it is the 18th. So 18th. So far today, let's go back 3 pages and see. Well, that's 30 sales I've made today on the 18th. There's 40. There's 50. Let's go to page 7. 70. Page 15. That's 150 sales I've made today already. Now, my ad budget, they're spending on average. Yesterday I spent 350 some odd dollars in advertising. Nice thing is I earned also 350 some odd dollars in profit too. So, like I say, it's up and down. There's days that I earn 100% profits. There's days that I earn 20% profits. There's even days that I earn negative percentage profits. Not so much in my account anymore, because the ad budget is high enough to ensure that there's enough sales to bring those commissions in. But yeah, as your account gets bigger and bigger, you'll spend more money, and you will have more and more sales every day. That's 150 sales in a day. Come on, 23, 20. Okay, there we are. 18, 17. Last sale of yesterday was at 23.58. 23.55 before that. But I've been making sales today for 228 sales so far today. And you can see the names of people. Walmart's there, Kiko, Lano, Ancestry.com, eBooks. These are big names, people. And people buy a lot of stuff from. Nobody has ever lost money in this. Nobody. Everybody has earned something. Some give up because they don't have the patience. But everybody, even that account, somebody that comes in, puts in the money that they start off with, and nothing happens with it, or even through the situation that just happened, those dollars will still get paid, right? That money's going to sit there until they come back. They do not delete accounts. So, you can put $150 in there plus a certificate and walk away and forget about it. A lot of people do that. Why? I don't know, because they, normally when that happens, they're usually program hoppers, and oh, look, the next shiny coin. But it does happen. And I've got accounts in there with money in them that nothing has been topped up since, but there's money in there. And they could come back. and start it over again, put the robot back to work again if there's enough in the cashback balance to let that happen. So nobody has ever lost in this. And no, I don't honestly think nobody ever will. The way this is designed in the business model of it, this is, we don't get paid unless something gets sold. Even if it gets, but it's got to get sold first. Then even if it gets returned, we still get paid. That's a really good thing. Losses are not normal at all. And yes, that's a big relief. I'm not a quitter. Good. Good to know that you are not a quitter, because, well, wait a minute. If you quit quitting, does that make you a non-quitter? Didn't you just quit quitting? I know people in there that have 150,000 in their robot. I know other people that have over 1 million in their robot. Yeah, it's yeah, this is insane. I can't imagine the kind of money that they're making. I can't imagine. You know, $1 million in a robot. Is it going to go through $1 million in a month? I don't know. I don't know. I that's a question that I have to. I have cash. I can put a lot in. Awesome. Awesome. Um, I always recommend only putting in that which you're comfortable with. Never spend the rent money or the food money or bill money or anything like that. And even though this is a system that borrowing makes sense for, I'm not comfortable recommending borrowing to work this business yet. I'm getting there. So, okay. Like I say, your robot wants to see deposits or purchases as often as possible. So you can put 1,000 a day in, 2,000 a day, 4,000 a day, up to 10,000. Like I mentioned, you shouldn't go over 10,000. And then, spread the money out that you want to put in over 28 days. By that time, you'll have cash back into your the pending will be into your starting to go into your cash back wallet, and then can continue to top up from there. Okay, is there any other questions that I got it? So 28,000. Yeah, I know if you've got what's that, 56,000, put in 2,000 a day. It's but I'm not, it's entirely up to you what you want to put in. I have great expectations for this business. Everything that they have ever said that they were going to do, they've done it. Even with the interruption, everything that they were going, they said they were going to do to get it fixed has been done. And it's as fixed as it can be right now. The only obstacle is the Russian government, and they've made a workaround so nobody loses. And that's what I love about this system. Are you a member of the Telegram group? You might as well. You'll find out there if something's going wrong. I don't hold back. If it's good, it's good. If it's great, it's great. If it's not, I say so. I don't hold anything back. And I'll let people know. But I don't anticipate or see anything negative happening in the future with this, as far as everything going on. It's built, and the business model, as long as people are buying things online, this is real products sold to real people in the real world. So it's yeah, I will let people know. Buying on, retail sales. Yes, buying online is only going to increase. Retail sales, online e-commerce sales globally increased 27% last year. In the UK alone, 34% of their retail sales in the United Kingdom, 34% was online sales. And that's not including trips. That's not including investment things or advertising. It's not. It's retail sales from Walmart, from Shopee, from Amazon, from all of these. 34%. That's a third of the United Kingdom economy done on e-commerce. Fuel depletion. The trucks couldn't keep up. There's another thing that's and there's another thing going on with the delay in shipping right now too. That's insane what's going on. But I have virtually no control over that. Some people do have, and I hope they're taking action with regard to the alleviating the situation. More than 100,000 cargo ships are waiting in ports around the world to deliver their cargo. I don't know what DVLA is. So I may have seen it before, and most things don't make it past my 5-minute due diligence test. And if it makes it past my 5-minute due diligence test, then I go on to the next step. AI marketing, I spent a month and a half before I signed on the dotted line. All right. Yeah, there's no point bringing it up because it sounds like they aren't around anymore anyway. When I look at a system, first thing I do is go to who is. As you may have seen in Saturday's business off, the who is page is up. This was registered AI marketing 2015 by something other than Namecheap, TDL registration strategies or something like that. I'd have to bring it up to be sure on that. But I always find it interesting that a company. I just looked at one today, as a matter of fact. I knew it was going to be there, but just for fun, I put the website into to who is, clicked on it, and sure enough, here's this company that says it can earn me 5% a day, every day, as long as I put X amount of dollars in. And they've been doing this for years and years and years and years, and so on and so forth. I go to Namecheap. Now, granted, they are a year old, or I go to who is, and they are a year old, but they're on Namecheap. If they're able to offer those kinds of returns, wouldn't you think they'd be able to afford something than the cheapest web host provider on the planet? Not that they're Namecheap, there's nothing wrong with Namecheap. I've spoken with them. I have dealt with them before. But for something like this, wait a minute. A lot more often than not, I find the companies say, we've got 17 years experience and their website's 3 days old. So I don't recommend all that kind of I just don't, people. Just don't. You may earn a little bit at the beginning, but most of those are gone in 6 months. Driver and vehicle licensing agency, they shut down over COVID and stopped giving trucker their required annual licenses. Yeah, that's what's happening with the ships too. The ports don't have enough staff because of the jab. Like it or not, I don't myself, but but it's time for people to just stand up and say no and don't take it. It's too dangerous, in my opinion. It's my opinion. Please don't hate me for it. That's my opinion. If you are jabbed, I love you. If you're not, I love you. Okay. It's your decision to make, not anybody else's. It's your decision to make. So, okay. So is there anything else that anybody wants to go over? Anybody else have questions? Troy, Andres, Lucas, anybody, any more questions on it? Okay. Sarah, ask away if nobody else is. That is you still, right? That's yeah. So when you want to. Um, you know what? You can turn on your microphone and just speak. Sometimes helps the thinking process.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Um, so what I want to know is if I want to spread the word to people, I'm not really into affiliate marketing. I don't know a lot about MLM. I'm not sure how to get people interested.
Okay. And you want some guidance on how to do that. Talk
Yes.
to people. Talk to people. Referral
I
marketing.
see nobody.
Pardon me?
I see nobody. Like I would actually do, I would have, honestly, for 2 years, I've seen nobody. So I would literally need to um, get in touch with people intentionally for this purpose. I,
Okay.
I've been like a hermit.
Okay. Yeah, I can relate to that. I've been kind of hermitized here too. I do get out a little bit, but not very much. That's what the internet is for. When I say talk to people, I don't necessarily mean um, go to parties and all that sort of stuff and meet people that way. But there's all kinds of ways to meet people online too. You've got Facebook friends, you've got email friends, you've got I don't know. There's Instagram, there's Pinterest. There's a lot of them are all the same friends. I understand that, but there are ways that you can advertise this as a business opportunity, right? On the Telegram channel, there's several different. You can use videos. I've got a introduction video on my YouTube channel, along with how to sign up. There's recordings of the weekly or tri-weekly business opportunity meetings that you can send that link to people and say, I got this new business. Here's an introduction to it. And get to know them first if you don't know them already. If you do know them already, just send them an email or send them a Facebook message with the introduction video, which is the very first AI marketing video on my YouTube channel. Send them that video and say, I came across this business. I'm in it. It's looking really good. And people that I know that are in it are making bank with it because we are. And then send them that introduction and then let them take the conversation. If they are, oh, gee, I'm really interested in that. How do I get it started? And more often than not, they'll ask some questions about it, at the very least. When those questions start to be asked, set up a three-way group chat with your sponsor, the person that brought you into the business. And then they'll help you explain everything to the new person so that you get to understand and listen and learn while they do, right? And then putting in a little bit of input here and there, so they know that you're still part of the three-way chat. But that's how I do it. Anybody that I sponsor personally, I help them find people by giving them ideas on where to go: Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. You can put it in traffic exchangers. I recommend using a lead capture page for that. We have one of those available from one of the administrators on the Stone Age Bounty team in Telegram there. Yara Monk is his name. And all kinds of places. Quora is a great place to look for people that might be interested in starting their own business. Go into Quora. If you don't have an account, sign up for one. It's a great platform, questions and answers. And they've got groups in there, and you just do a type in a search for making money online or home-based income, affiliate marketing, hashtags that you think would go along with this. You can go to Google Analytics and see what hashtags are used the most in keywords and that sort of thing. And then questions will pop up. People asking a question. I need to make $2,000 a month. I've seen them advertise this. I need to make $2,000 a month online. How do I get started doing this? And you answer the question, not with your opportunity, but you answer the question with something like, yeah, there's so many ways that you can make money online. To be able to build to that sort of thing, I know of a couple and that sort of thing, and then guide them with that answer to another page that like the splash page that we put out for Stone Age Bounty team, the AI marketing, which is lead capture. It saves the email address and name of the person, and then it takes you to a sales page where all the videos that I have on YouTube are arranged on the page, and it goes through the sign up procedure and everything like that. So they only have to look at that page and be able to sign in. You've got their contact information so that you can contact them and see where they're at, how they're doing, if you know, that sort of thing. Those work very, very good on traffic exchanges.
Okay, so where is the Stone Age lead capture information?
On the Stone Age Bounty Telegram chat, get in touch with Yarev Monk at the Real Crypto Monk. Talk to him, and it's $10 for it. But he's done all the work getting it set up, and he also hosts it for life for that price. So it's super, super cheap, and it's a great page. It's a great page.
Okay, so it's Stone Age Bounty, Crypto Monk. Stone Age Bounty.
I'll send you. You're a member, right?
I thought I don't know if I am of that one. I thought I was, but I don't think I am. I think it's something else. I was sent so many pages to
Okay.
join on. So I'll need to check. But if I'm not, invite me and I will be.
Here's the link for it. Everybody here, use that link. Get on the Stone Age Bounty chat. 2 reasons. One, it's fun. There's a lot of people on. There's almost 2,000 people on there, and I have to check. I have to check as soon as this is over on there to see where I can bring it up right now. Where I should check right now. Group is at 1,996 members. The 2,000th member is going to get a little surprise if I can figure out who it is. But yeah, that's the Telegram chat. And Yarev Monk at the Real Crypto Monk in Telegram is who you want to talk to about the lead capture page, and he'll tell you how to set it up and go through it all with you. He's a whiz with computerdom. So
I wish I knew. I would have waited 2 people. I just joined up and I'm like 1998 or something.
Oh well.
Unbelievable.
I did say it right after I put the thing up. But
it was after. Yeah, there's like 1,997 members and I just joined. If I'd known, I would have waited 3.
Oh, well, that's the way the bubble bounces, I suppose. If you waited, yeah, but you didn't, and it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. There's another contest running only for Telegram members, and it's a monthly contest as well. Every month, what I do in my AI marketing account is I save 25% of my cash back that I get every day. And that's saved to be withdrawn on the 31st. The last 3 days of every month, I put out a contest to everybody, and whoever guesses closest to the actual amount that I withdraw gets a $50 doink into their market budget, in their advertising budget. If the guess is bang on, I'll double it. So the last every now and again, I put up my stats page through the month, and it's more often toward the end of the month. So you take a look at those stats and make some projections, and the guessing starts the last 3 days of the month. And the draw will draw the selection of who's closest or who's bang on happens on Saturdays, 10:30 a.m., October 31st, Halloween special. Oh, Halloween. I love Halloween. It's lots of fun. Halloween special business opportunity meeting. So I'll go through the opportunity, and then I'll go over to the Telegram group and see who made the go through the records of all the guesses and see who comes closest to what I would draw right then and there live on that Zoom call. That's 10:30 a.m. Saturday, every Saturday. That's Honduras time, which is Mountain Time right now in North America. It soon will go to Central Time, North America, because you guys up there do the daylight savings time. We don't down here. No point. I mean, 6:30 to 6:30 is just out every day, sun up to sundown. So it varies by about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, from solstice to solstice and equinox to equinox. So it's yes, I am in Honduras, Roatan, the beautiful island of Roatan. Not a bad place to be stuck for COVID. All right then. Troy, anything? Andres, anything? Lucas, anything? Okay, good. I hope everybody learned a little bit today. I was going to go a little bit into goals, but we're almost out of time here. Lucas, did you want to?
Oh yeah, I just had a quick question.
Absolutely,
for the
Lucas.
2FA, for the 2FA, are we gonna get like a security code for it?
2FA is already gives you a security code. What it is it's a random number generator that's attached to your account, so that when you have the 2FA installed, it'll ask for whatever number the authenticator gives you, right? You notice when I logged into my AI marketing account, there was enter your Google Authenticator number. Well, I use Authy, but you'll have to download either Google Authenticator or Authy, either one available on the Play Store or iPhone, iStore, whichever one you use. I recommend Authy. I like it better. And then when you go to your IND side, the networking side, and click on settings, the 2FA setup is there, and you click on set it up, and then it'll ask you to enter a code that you get from this authenticator program, right?
So basically, like to open the app, the AI marketing app, we're gonna need our phone if we have the 2FA.
No, you don't. You can set the authenticator up on desktop as well. Authy, you can. Google Authenticator, I don't know. They should, but just go to authy.com and you can download the authenticator there. I recommend it over Google anyway, because it is portable. You can have it on your computer and on your phone, the same account, so that if your computer goes south, you've still got it. And then you can retransfer it back to your new computer when you get it fixed, or vice versa. Being a sailor, I've had lots of phones go swimming. So Authy way better. It's just an easier recovery if your device goes south. Whatever device.
If the device goes off, and we don't have the
If your phone gets
authentication,
run over
then
by a truck,
yeah,
right, and you only have Google Authenticator that is only available on that phone, then you have to have all the codes that you had before to get back into all your accounts.
and where will I get the codes from?
When you sign up to the Authenticator, or when you sign up to the 2FA in any system, doesn't matter whether it's AIM or XYZ company or Walmart back office, whatever, your bank, doesn't matter. Whenever you sign into that, they will give you a code for that particular thing. Keep that code. Take a screenshot of it, print it out, and laminate it so it doesn't fade. I engrave mine into copper because even laminated stuff on a boat gets wet.
Right.
Right. So that's very, 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 very important.
I'm gonna have to do a tattoo of it then.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know whether I'd go that far, but put it definitely in a safe place. And you don't want anybody else seeing it. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you don't want anybody else seeing that because that's direct access to your account is having that code.
All right. Okay.
And you don't
Thank
want
you.
anybody else to have access to your account. So I put mine on copper and I go hide it in the sea somewhere where only I know where it is. Or maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know. Well, yeah. Well, I know. Nobody else does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I for that reason, I don't recommend getting a tattoo of it because somebody somewhere is going to see it. You may trust that person implicitly, and that would be fine. But if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's
Right,
easy to set up. Just download the apps, set it up, and it's very, very intuitive as for what you need to do.
Right. Thanks, John.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Andres, Troy, anybody, anything? You're all good? You can put up your hand or unmute yourself. I think you can unmute yourself. Okay, on that note, thanks for coming. I really appreciate you guys being here. It's been a slice for the last hour and a half, and I hope to meet everybody in person, either at the conference in Dubai, whenever they mention that it's going to have. I hope it's in January, or another one that I'm looking at putting together a Stone Age Bounty Convention for everybody that can make it too. That won't be restricted. Well, it'll be restricted to those first come, first serve who attend. Probably, I'm looking at the Parrot Tree Resort here on Roatan. Great place, beautiful place. Should be able to accommodate about 150, 200 people anyway, maybe more. We could just take it over. But you got it, and we'll go through things and motivation stuff and have a Saturday night party and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how much it's going to be yet, but I'm looking forward to putting that. Yeah. So thanks everybody, and we'll talk to you again. I hope to see you again. What is it? Monday, Wednesday, 5 o'clock Honduras time. Business opportunity meeting. We'll see you then. God bless. I love you all. Cheers.